Hey friend, welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in for your energies, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what is going on right now and how we can best support your journey. All right, for our Pisces, thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know? Let's look at the current energies. Thank you. We have got the Three of Pentacles. Crossing the Three of Pentacles, we have the Four of Emotions. Influencing this energy, we've got two cards. We've got the Star energy and the Five of Materials. The past, impacting today, we have the Ten of Swords. What's up in the headspace? We have the Page of Emotions, which is like the Page of Cups energy. Let's have a look at the near future. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Your power in this situation. We've got the Four of Wands. Jumping into the environment, we have the Death energy. Hopes and fears. We've got the Two of Cups. And then the potential outcome, we have the Four of Voices. Underneath, we have the Temperance energy. All right, let's jump into it. Let me just fix up the camera here. Okay. So right now, Pisces, you do have the Three of Materials. So there could be people that you're working with, or there is a focus on building and creating something here. This could be around work or around a relationship, but it just seems like there's somebody here that has intentions of coming together, working together, or that's again what the focus is. You know, seeking some collaboration, perhaps feeling good in your space. But what's challenging this? There's something here that may be feeling a little bit disconnected right now for you, or perhaps someone's behavior around this dynamic, whatever it is that you are seeking, feeling, wanting, desiring. It just seems like that there's something that's amiss here for you or for a person or for the situation at hand. In terms of what is influencing this situation, what I'm getting is like you're dealing with someone or people. I don't feel like there's a huge group of people, but I feel people like somebody or something that you're close to right now that you may not be getting what you need out of the connection or the situation. Maybe you're hoping for someone or something to show up a bit greater. You know, maybe you're feeling a bit left behind, a bit... Again, I just feel like something's missing in terms of something that you're seeking, but you're really hoping that it will change. If this has got to do something with your financial aspect or stability around it, there could be some strong desire here for this to grow or for this to expand, and that's what your focus is, but you may feel like you're not getting anywhere. And if this, like I said, is not about money specifically or the stability of a certain foundation, I do feel it is about a relationship foundation or a relationship structure, or the way that you are engaging with someone that I feel is close to you or important to you. In terms of the past as it's relating to the present, you know, maybe you do feel like you're on a better thing, a good thing right now, where at some point in time you did have a hard time, all right, or something did come to an end, or you've got over a difficult situation, and maybe you feel like you've got this new lease on life in a certain situation, but perhaps something is just, again, I feel amiss, or something that you're hoping for would go a certain way. Maybe you're not receiving it somewhere. That's what this feels like underneath energetically. In terms of, you know, your headspace, what may be on your mind, what's coming up, or what could be, you know, it's interesting the words given me is penetrating your mind, right? Is around something, again, that you care for, something that you see potential in, something that when you're connected to it or around it or with it, you do feel excited or good, or it keeps you on your toes and curious about it. Okay. In terms of the near future, if you have been waiting for something or someone to show up, an opportunity to kind of solidify, I feel this is coming in, okay, with this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Materials energy. It feels like you're going to be positioned in a really strong place. And what I like about it is this strength and stability in self is what's coming through. In terms of your power, you do have the Four of Inspiration. So this is family dynamic. This is, again, connection to a tribe, to people, or to a situation, and something around your home life that feels very strong. There's something here that I feel you really believe in, but maybe right now, it's not that someone's got one foot in, one foot out. It just feels like someone may divert now and then their energy, or you feel like you're making progress, but then as you get connected to it, or as you see or feel progress, maybe there is some part here that you may sense someone withdraws, but you could be taking on their energy, because I feel like overall for you, you have this promise to self, or promise or trust in the universe that things can shift and change. In terms of the environment, it seems like there's a bit of a restructure going on with this death energy. That's how it feels. It feels like it feels like something here is expanding, and I will get a clarifier on that shortly. But in terms of your hopes and fears, it seems to be around this connection. Maybe you feel like something is coming to an end, or again, I feel like you've got this strength, what you feel instability to make something work, but maybe someone's just not showing up in the same energy, and that's what's challenging you. And that's what your hopes and fears could be. The hopes of something coming together, believing and trusting in this dynamic, but also that part of worry of the loss of that. It seems to be coming through, but your outcome is healing. Your outcome is self-care. Your outcome is showing in a way that this kind of feels like a bit of rising from the ashes, or rising from the challenge and the occasion. You know, maybe someone is going through something right now, that someone's going through a bit of a transformation. Maybe there's some things that they're shedding, that are ending, that are expanding, and maybe you're not aware of that. But maybe that's part of your own soul and your own spirit right now that is also transforming. As I said, underneath, you do have the Temperance energy, the Eight of Voices, and this Muse of Inspiration energy. So that's kind of like the King of Wands. I take this right now, underneath all of it, that you're really wanting something to balance out, to fire up, to be devoted and committed and show up here. But for some reason, you're feeling a little stuck in what happens with it. Okay, so I do feel this is tied to a person or to a work environment right now that you're trying to navigate. And this also seems to be very close to home in some way. Let me get a little bit more on the environment when it comes to this death energy. What do we need to know about this death energy? Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know about this death energy? So you got the hanged man. So that's Piscean energy. And the Six of Materials. So it's like a time and space where you're waiting for something to balance out, and you're waiting for the fruits of your labor to open up and awaken. You do have the Three of Materials that we've started with, on building the foundation, the stability, people coming together and wanting to work together. And then you also have influencing this, there's something lacking, okay? But as you get to the environment, you're waiting to see what happens. You're waiting to see where something goes. You're waiting for something to show up. But I do feel it's about timing right now, and something needs to change and shift and awaken and open up. Let's get a little bit more on this Four of Swords energy in terms of the outcome. You do have the World. Let's get one more. And the Strength. Yeah. So there seems to be a bit of a shift that's going on right now for you, Pisces. And this shift, I think, is a big part of things working out, but something does need to change or open up, okay? You do have the Death energy, and you do have the World card. So I do feel like something is the way it's coming across is like a door is opening, okay? And I feel like Spirit's asking you to hang in there right now. Sometimes it's a matter of being controlled in your own energy and just allow for something to open up that needs to open up. So if you are feeling a pause, or if you're feeling like there's a little bit of space in between, I feel this is on purpose for something greater to open up. And I think it's, you know, if something is shifting, ending, or changing, and you're recognizing that change, you're feeling that change here, I feel there's a promise to you. You've been through the hardships of the last few years, okay? You've been through the hardships, and I'm not saying that things are just smooth right now, but what I feel is that the hard stuff is really over, and you're getting to a place right now where you're creating new stability and new foundations for yourself, for your life, that looks a bit perhaps different than once you thought it would be, but it's setting you up for success around your home life or around the people that matter most. But there still just needs to be a little bit of tinkering, you know, I don't necessarily feel this is for you directly. And what I mean by that, I feel like things are slotting into place for you, but the other people around you that help support to create the environment and the things that you're seeking, there's a little bit of timing and space, but I feel like Spirit's also asking you, it's okay to take a step back and really look at what has changed, what has transformed, what has opened up, but also what still needs that little bit of allowance, because I feel the balance wants to come in, the strength, the independence, the reward and the benefit is coming in. So with this hopes and fears, like I said, this two of emotions, this is a very strong dynamic and a connection that I feel is kind of meant to be, but it has to work its own way out. But a big part is your own stability and your own acknowledgement in this whole situation right now. So it does feel good. I think, yeah, it's okay to take a stand back or a step back a little bit right now and just allow things to drop in as they need to drop in. And it's okay to be confident and trust that you're protected in the process as things do show up for you and as things may be changing and shifting. There's a very supportive energy underneath all this. So I'm going to leave it there, dear friend. I'd love to know in the comments below how this connected for you. Obviously, this is a general read. And if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, please do. I love to stay connected and support your journey as best I can. I'll catch you later. Bye.